Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, all of you are having a good day today, as it's Thursday, which means, of course, Star Trek Online is on our agenda for today. And we're back on track this week. Oh, and Cal and all dropping the lurk right off the bat here. Hello, Cal. So there you go. Cal dropping in the lurk. I just lost my train of thought. Last week we did all the new content revolving around the House Divided story arc and things that was released there. With the big revelation, the blood feud between Ja'ula and Jimpak, and the fact that at least my main character, Zagreus, is now a fugitive of the Klingon Empire, so we gotta wait to eventually see how that develops. But we are back to using Sora, our Darha Master, who is actually a part of the Klingon Empire, so that's and her crew of misfits, and see how that develops and so forth. So let's also give Cal a big shout out here. Cal and all streams Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Stardew Valley on Mondays normally, World of Warcraft on Wednesdays, and Twitch things on Saturdays. So granted, we're at the start of the stream, but if you're watching the replay of this or seeing this over on YouTube about a few days after this broadcast has taken place, give Kalanol a shout out. Not shout out, follow and turn on notifications and so forth. All right. Go here, switch this here. I really should do that. Set that up off stream, but the problem with working into the evenings and stuff, normally all the stuff I would double check and make sure to do before the start of the stream, I just feel, I just do it during the stream, make it part of the experience. All right. Dalha Master Sora, and in terms of the story, where we're at with the story with Sora, we are. That's right. We are way back in towards the beginning of like. It's a lot of the big, heavy-duty story arcs. We'll deal with that in a moment, because that is our next mission. Now, the patch update for this week says that they actually removed certain things from the episode queue. But it's a more pain in the neck stuff, which involves queuing up for certain types of missions and things. Alright. We need a combination of 30, 60, and 80. There we go. Great way, easiest way to level up and to get lithium, energy credits, and so forth. Even on the secondary character, even if you don't play this game daily, it's always better to be overpowered than underpowered. 30, 30, 90. We need something that have a combination of 30. There we go. Oddly enough, the Klingon Empire Admiralty missions are the ones that give you the most chance to earn dilithium. Alright. No, we don't want another Nausicaan on our ship. Also, a great thing about being aligned with the Klingon Empire, you technically get diplomatic missions that are kind of like acts of piracy. So, and since our captain here, Sora, is a Cardassian, no relation to Kim or Chloe, it does have like a complete rogue element. Iceman, Garrick is apparently going to do a Zoom table read of a book he wrote about he and Bashir. Ah, neat. I heard about that book. I heard it was very good. I, Alright. So that's all called up. Move this to candidate roster. Yep. And you're a hard person of attention to get, sir. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, engines are there. Iceman, how you doing today overall, sir? All right, I have. Okay. I also like the extra O'Brien. Yep. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, aka the eternal torture of Miles O'Brien. Ducat definitely had a hell of a story arc in that show. Alright. Episodes. Alright, they did cut it out. So we are here. So we got three. We got one long mission, followed by space battery stuff, and another big mission, and then we're heading into the. Let's try to make up for the fact that Captain Janeway was a horrible captain. All right, so we're entering that phase. I'm doing all right. Had me 2 slices of pizza before starting. So I'm fat and fed. Daha Master, we have discovered a station near the center of the Solanae Dyson sphere that controls the station's ability to jump to other areas of space, utilizing the vast amount of Omega particles it generates as fuel. This could be disastrous for the Delta Quadrant if the reaction is not perfect. Vast areas of subspace could be damaged, rendering space travel in the region almost impossible. Our intel indicates that the Voth intend to take control of the station and jump the sphere back to their space. We cannot allow this. Report to Joint Command. We'll need your help to stop this. Of course, this mission involves 1 Voth, not 2. I've never seen Joint Command so active, sir. They are preparing for a mighty battle. The rest of the senior staff is being briefed in another area. Our orders are to meet with the Chief Logistics Officer. Alright, we'll find the Chief Logistics Officer. I think that's this person over here.
You're just in time. Please follow me to Sub-Commander Cole.
Follow me? Understood. I'll follow you to Sub-Commander Cole. Could have just told me to go to Sub-Commander Cole, but whatever. So the question is, Iceman, are you gonna give Thumbs an earful for playing some what was it, Division without you?
Good to see you again. We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space.
He's a lost
There
cause.
is a space station that controls the jumps in close orbit of the sphere's star.
Go on.
Admiral Tuvok from Starfleet was selected to lead a small team to the station to try to disable it. With him is Dr. Eric Cooper, a scientist who has been studying Dyson and Iconian technology. Something's gone wrong. 2 hours ago, we received a distress signal from Tuvok. Please use the console to download the signal. Afterward, I'd like to hear your opinion of the situation.
Understood. We'll listen to Tuvok's message. Let's see. Here's the crew of the USS Enterprise NCC-170F. Captain Falcon Shawn. Commander... Ooh, I can't... Commander Saval. Lieutenant Kiona. Lieutenant Commander Tem Inasi. Commander Samuel Winters, and... how's this for continuity? Lieutenant Kirayoshi O'Brien. As in the baby that Worf had to babysit during an episode of Deep Space Nine. The baby that was in Keiko and they had to put into Kira to as part of a plot line to cover for the fact that Nana Visitor got preggers during the run of Deep Space Nine. So, hell of a great continuity there. Of course, you got my crew with the best dressed Gorn in his brown suit. We don't really get to meet the crew of the Border-Skew. The only thing that's known for sure that my Gorn is bigger than theirs. Lieutenant Commander Steres, Lieutenant Commander Hark, Dr. Azakul, Lieutenant Commander Torel, Commander Borthros, Captain Corrin. But the Klingons did get a makeover, so... which is nice. And over here we got the command crew of the IRW Lisette. Captain Tiro Jirak, Lieutenant Zhu Terrell, Dr. Rihan Kratak, Subcommander Zionel, Lieutenant Gaius Salan, who shows up in a lot of missions, Subcommander Val Marol, and Narol, who is they're basically their bartender. So,
Joint Command, please respond. This is Tuvok. Sensors have detected a large Voth fleet moving toward the station. They have discovered us, and we have yet to complete our work. Communications with our ship are down. Our last contact with them indicated that they were having technical difficulties and may be forced to retreat to a safer location. I will be unable to stop a Voth advance without assistance.
close distress signal and speak with Sub-Commander Cole.
The attack on the Voth fleet will commence shortly. Captains, please return to your ships.
Well, guess they're not taking part in this briefing.
Tuvok and Koopa are stranded with an entire Voth fleet bearing down on them. I need you to fly to the station, rescue our team, and finish the mission. Our fleet will engage the Voth to help keep them distracted. But to avoid detection, you'll need to fly roughly 100 kilometers above the surface of the star.
Let's see. Absolutely not. My ship can't survive that close to the sun.
Our team can assist your engineers to make modifications that should protect your ship. This is our best option. The star's magnetic field will make it impossible for most sensors to pick up your ship. With luck, your ship will not have to fly close to the star's surface for very long.
I don't like this, but I'll fly the Borak over the sun. What's next?
Speak with the logistics officer assigned to brief your crew on the situation.
Well, let's talk about passing the buck there. Fine, I'll speak to the logistics officer.
Greetings. Our engineers are working with your crew now to create a temporary modulation program that will help your shields protect your ship from the heat and radiation you will encounter on your way to the sun station. Your ship should be able to safely make the trip, but it won't be able to remain in orbit of the station.
Where should the Borak go after I'm on the station?
We will need every available ship to fight the Voth. It would be best if your ship joined the fleet once you are aboard the station. Your goals on the station are to find Admiral Tuvok, assist him to shut down the sphere's jump capabilities, and then retreat before the Voth fleet arrives. Do you have any questions?
If the Borak is with the fleet, what's our escape plan?
Admiral Tuvok traveled to the station in a new starship, specifically designed to withstand the conditions there. The Dyson has reported some technical issues, but they should still be in transporter range. It will be standing by to assist you when you've completed your mission.
Understood. I'll return to my ship. Ready to leave when you are. Oh, alright. Let's get out of here. Different transporter effects are different. Oh man, this fuck it, I'll just lean back. Captain, we're approaching the surface of the star. The modifications to our shields are holding off the worst of the effects, but it won't keep us safe for long. We're already losing subsystems to the heat and radiation. I can keep us flying for now with emergency backups, but more systems are going offline by the minute. It's only a matter of time before we lose something critical. I knew this was a bad idea. Plot a course for the station, best possible speed. Dave's played an interesting game today. I'm cautiously hopeful. Well, one would assume the Blue Jays can't beat the Blue Jays at the very least. I mean, if the Blue Jays can't beat the Blue Jays, what chance do they got of hand to beating the Yankees? We can't establish communication with the station. Initial scans indicate that the nearby solar flares are interfering with our frequencies. It's possible for the Borak to repair the nearby solar flares inhibitors, and goddamn, we exploded.
Ship is under attack.
Well, Iceman, if you'll be so kind to clip that. Did you see us play defense last season? We can't definitely beat ourselves. Thank you. It's possible for the Borak to repair the nearby solar flare inhibitors that should allow us to contact the station. We'll repair the solar flare inhibitors, then contact Admiral Tuvok before we explode again. Engineering is shutting down the holodecks to reroute power to shields. Lighting system just went down. Emergency lighting is online. Yeah, but it's a short sea. The realistic nature of it is realizing that the Phillies either going to have to get off to a really hot start, because if they start cold, they're done. Oof. You got 60 games and short amount of time and everything. Yeah, it's either start fast or basically pack it up and go home. Yeah, true. But some teams more than others. We just lost warp drive. We should be able to hail Admiral Tuvok now. Hail Tuvok!
Your arrival is timely. The Voth are already on the station. I am with Dr. Cooper, but many of the other members of our team have been killed. Any assistance you can render would be useful. I recommend that you speak to your crew before transport. Your vessel will not be able to remain in range for long.
Understood, I'll be there soon. Captain, the ship will suffer irreversible damage if we stay this close to the stun. We can retreat, perform critical repairs, and then rejoin the fleet against the Voth. What are your orders? Support the fleet once I leave. Understood. Crews prepare for battle against the Voth and will continue to fight in your absence. Are you ready for transport? Yep.
Greetings. I am Admiral Tuvok. The
One
man
Vok.
behind the crates is Dr. Eric Cooper.
We've met.
The Federation Science Council's expert on Dyson technology.
Yes. Hello, I'm Dr. Cooper.
Allow me to brief you on the situation, so we may determine the best plan of action. Main power is offline. I am not sure what caused this disruption, but the event was fortunate. The darkness is a distinct tactical advantage. There are manual overrides in each room. I have temporarily disabled the one between us and the Voth. Unfortunately, the Dyson's captain did not survive the Voth's initial assault.
What can you tell me about the station?
There are 2 generator rooms that control much of the station's operations. The generator room to the south controls the power. The control room to the west, where the Voth are, maintains the station's jump capabilities. It is imperative we reach the west control room and disable it before the Voth jump this sphere back to their space. The release of the Omega particles needed for this reaction would be catastrophic.
How many Voth are between us and the control room?
More than the 2 of us can safely engage. Defeat would be certain. However, if we restore main power, we can use the station's automated defenses to even the odds, if we can avoid being targeted by them ourselves. I understand you have extensive combat experience. Do you have any suggestions?
Paul mentioned you had a ship in orbit. Could they help?
I have attempted to hail them, but received no response. The ship's shields and hull plating are designed to withstand the extreme amounts of heat, pressure, and radiation generated by this sphere's star. However, it is a prototype vessel on its first voyage. There were several unexpected system failures. The communications array must be among them. The ship has retreated to a safe location to make repairs. Until they are able to complete them, they will not be able to assist us.
Yeah, then our best option is to make our way to the generator room.
We're moving away from the Voth, right?
Nope. The Voth was killed by the station's automated defenses.
Sensors are detecting a Voth battle mech ahead. I recommend we perform a more detailed scan to ensure it is deactivated.
The officer cannot be helped. Their wounds were fatal. Scanners indicate no signs of life within the mech.
The pilot of this battlesuit may have been killed in the fighting. However, we do not know what else we will find on this station. We must move forward. The trapped Voth will be attempting to circumvent my modifications. What do you suggest?
Watch my back. If you see the Voth, shoot first. No questions asked.
Voth! Oh, sorry. I thought I saw something.
And this is why we didn't give him a
Remain
phaser.
calm, Doctor. The defenses in here can be quite lethal.
It was awful. The sounds, the blood. Ugh.
We take step by step.
I will stand watch while you and the doctor examine the generator.
If I understand this correctly, we can restore main power activating consoles that match the symbol up here. After the first one is activated, we'll only have 20 seconds to activate the other two. If we don't, the system will defend itself. Also, activating the wrong consoles will trigger the system's defenses. Be careful.
Being a complete idiot would also lead to the defenses being activated. Right, whoops.
That looks right. That looks right. That did it. The final console is unlocked.
Yes, that was a complicated puzzle. Oh, it's back over here. Dude has big shoulder pads.
This does not bode well. By restoring main power, we have released the locks, preventing the Voth from reaching our location.
Right.
They will already be on the move. We will require Cooper's assistance to subvert the automated defenses for our own use. The Doctor is an expert in the technology found on the sphere. This is well within his capabilities.
I'll talk to Cooper.
What are we going to do? The Voth will be here any second, and I don't think they're in the mood to take prisoners. Please, you have to get me out of here. I'm not like you and Tuvok. I'm much too important to die here.
Shut up and help, or I'll shoot you myself.
My help? What could I do? You and Tuvok have done everything so far. I don't even know how to use a phaser. I just want to go back to my lab. I was never meant for field work.
Get it together, Cooper. I will not die here because of your idiocy.
Don't yell at me. I'm not one of your warriors. You're trained to think under fire. I'm not. I just want to go home and think things over without being under threat from dinosaurs and captains. It's up to you. I just can't.
Start thinking of how we can survive this, or none of us are going to get out of here alive.
Then I guess we'll all just die. If the Voth don't get us, then the station's defenses will. But if the defenses aren't active here... Wait! I think I know what to do. Just give me a moment.
Do it.
I think if I try this...
Dr. Cooper, We require a solution.
I'm working on it. Vulcans. If I can just try that... Yes, I have it. I've done something. I'm not ready for what's being thrown at me here. Maybe I could activate the beams or something else?
Allow me, Doctor. Fascinating. With this exposed, I can manually activate the defenses in the next room. However, there is another possibility.
What is it?
Instead of activating the defenses to assist you, I can reroute the power to attempt to send a message to our stranded ship. It may not help, but we have been out of contact for hours. Your options are activating the defense beams, activating swarmers, or using none of them.
What are our odds without any defenses?
Slim enough that I cannot recommend it. However, if you choose to do so, I will support you.
It's our best option. We'll fight the Voth without any support.
I'll wait here. You go on ahead.
Well, that happened.
More Voth inbound. Prepare yourself. Voth commanders are approaching. We should move forward. Be on your guard.
We are unstoppable. No respawn was required.
A Voth soldier is activating the battlesuit.
And he fell down. Onward.
That was an explosion of sufficient magnitude to cause a breach. Doctor, what is your status?
I'm fine. The Voth can't get in. You, may want to put a shield up around the next door before you open it.
Force the door open.
It would appear all that is between us and our goal is the vacuum of space. My modifications successfully locked the Voth out of this area. However, there was an armed Voth battlesuit in the corridor. The station's automated swarmers attacked, and this is the result.
Try to contact the Dyson again. They can transport us across.
No response. According to my readings, there is no method of direct access. Unless your ship is within range, we are stranded.
My crew will be with the fleet. Should we wait for Cooper?
I'm here. Wait.
Doctor, we require a way to access the other areas of the station. Your thoughts?
I have an idea, but you may not like it. Those
Too late?
EV suits over there. They have maneuvering jets that we could use on the outside of the station. I've looked them over, and they should be able to withstand the heat of the sun.
Should.
Well, nothing will withstand that much heat and radiation for long. The suits appear to be designed for use in the shadow of the station. But, technically, they can keep us safe. For a little while.
They will have to suffice. We have no other logical option.
I already hate this plan.
Doctor, are you going to prepare your suit?
Me? Of course not. It's far too risky for me to go out there.
We will need to convince Cooper to overcome his fear and help us complete our mission.
Do you really need me out there? Internal comms are still active. I could just tell you what you have to do. I really can't stand any more stress. I have no idea why Admiral Tuvok chose me for this project. I'm not trained for field work. If I get home alive, I'm writing a letter to the Federation Science Council. I'll file a formal complaint.
Do you want to be alone with the Voth when the Voth return?
The Voth? I thought you defeated them all. They're not going to come back, are they? I can't be alone if they come back. They'll kill me. They'll rip me apart.
Then come with us. Then come with us if you want to live.
Okay, I'll do it. I can't fight the Voth alone.
Good, let's get moving.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Conserve your oxygen.
Explosion investigator.
There is a large piece of debris blocking the station's entrance. There is a large amount of debris blocking the entrance. It will be impossible for us to move it without assistance. I can scan the area for anything that may be of use.
Good idea. Do that.
There are two objects of interest. The first is the remains of a Voth battlesuit. There is a mortar payload within it that we can place onto the debris. The second is the remains of a swarmer, specifically a miniaturized communications device. We could use it to detonate the mortar remotely.
You get the communicator, I'll get the payload. We're gonna push the payload.
I suggest flying a safe distance before activating the charges.
Explosions in space.
The door is sealed. Any ideas, Doctor?
There should be a manual release for the locks above us.
1, 2, and 3.
I will establish a shield.
I will go float out here then. this lined up. Wait. Did I not? Oh, I missed the one up top. Wait a second, no I didn't. Ah, the momentum.
The doors are open. Dr. Cooper and I will wait for you inside.
These suits are fried. I doubt they'll be much use anymore.
Something has closed the doors. Most unsettling.
I think the station's defenses are activating.
Enemy target on sensor.
We should move forward before more defenses activate.
Personal shield.
Yeah, that seems like a good plan. This mission does have variables to it. And this is one of them. That was one of them. Here's another one.
Use caution. The Windows shields are malfunctioning in this area. The shadows of those consoles should provide a measure of safety. Shields will hold. Our destination is ahead.
You could say we're a shadow hugger.
We must power down the room's shielding to access the control panels.
Deactivate the shielding.
The doctor and I will continue our work while you disable the lower panels.
Yeah, stepping into those beams, probably not the best idea. The power of the sun compels you.
Good work. Reactivate the shields and we can complete our mission. The honor of deactivating the station is yours.
Right? Leave us alone, Tim Russ. Bring back Tuvix.
There we go. The deactivation program is moving nicely.
Doctor, I'm detecting something curious. Energy levels in the gateway in front of us are rising at an exponential rate. It appears to be activating.
What? Let me check. Oh, this is not good.
Of course it's not
The
good.
gateway is designed to be an escape hatch in the event this station goes offline. We cannot deactivate the jump protocols without activating the gateway as well.
Is there any way to override the protocols?
None that I can see. If we want to stop the jump,
Well,
we
you're
have
the
to
reason why I
activate that
make the
gate.
one Vok joke.
It seems we have little choice. Your thoughts?
As Tuvok said, we have no choice. If we want to stop this sphere from moving, we need to activate the gateway. Our time here is limited. The Voth will return in force. We have to do this now. There is no other option.
Was on an episode of Suits you watched today? But Tim Ross pops up in the strangest of places. The risk is too high. We can't open another gateway.
I know you have a past with the Iconian gateways, but our options are limited. The choice is logical. If the Voth jump the sphere to an area near their homeworld, billions of Omega particles will be expended. With the degradation of the sphere's systems caused by centuries of disuse, there is an 86.8% chance that the expenditure will cause an Omega detonation, destroying subspace across a vast region of the Delta Quadrant. The alternative is opening a single gateway. That is far less of a risk.
Fine, I'll activate the gateway.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could have found a better way. I failed you both.
Do not dwell on this. If there was another option, we would have found it. One moment. We are being hailed. Tuvok here.
Chief Engineer Tarkram of the Dyson here, Admiral.
Acknowledged, Chief. Are all of your systems restored?
The opening of the gateway cleared up the ambient distortion disruptions. Do you need transport?
Yes, I want to get off this station now.
We are ready to depart. Chief, do you have a lock?
Admiral Tuvok, come in!
Dyson, 3 to beam up.
We can't get a lock. You need to get out of the hot zone. Move!
Oh, time to run. Oh, so much for that. That door is locked. Fine, we'll go this way. Run!
We're going to die! We're going to die!
Dramatic running is dramatic.
We have a lock on you, sir. Just give the word.
Beam us up! Tim Ross played a shady lawyer for an honest company. Got it.
Good to have you on board, sir. I'm Chief Engineer Tarkram. The fleet and your ship are still engaged with the Voth, but several Voth ships are making their way towards the gateway. One of their dreadnoughts has already passed through. As the only available ship, we have orders to stop the other Voth from entering the gateway.
Understood. Let's see what this ship can do. Trouble with the Dyson. It's not optimized for what I would like to do with a vessel. You didn't know the Dyson was going to suck. It's named after a
but one dreadnought did go through the gateway. If my readings are correct, it is passing into another Dyson sphere. This one deeper in the Delta Quadrant. If the Voth are allowed to enter another sphere, they will try to claim it, as they have fought to claim this one.
Enter the gateway. Needed to basically put some powers on. That is a great shot. At least the bottom was like Martok and Gowron's great grandfather. Featuring Robert O'Reilly as a car. J.K. Hetzker as Martok. Jaula has to be an original character.
Readings indicate we are in the Delta Quadrant. However, we are inside a Dyson sphere, and there are no known structures of this type in this region. I'm detecting the presence of a Starfleet vessel, the USS Gold. That ship disappeared on a survey of the Jenolan Dyson sphere at the precise instant the Iconian Gateway network was reset to save New Romulus.
The Jenolan Dyson sphere?
This sphere was discovered by the crew of the USS Jenolan in 2294. The USS Enterprise D rescued Montgomery Scott, a survivor of the Jenolan 75 years later. However, it now appears that the Jenolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae, and moved to this location with the Gold inside.
Interesting. What's the status of the Gold?
I am detecting disabled systems on the Gold, but there is no weapons damage. Also, sensors indicate that the Voth Dreadnought has its weapons armed, but has not fired. What do you suggest?
Hell to Gold, find out what they know.
I don't want any trouble. I'm on a mission of exploration. Let me tell you how we got here, and maybe that will convince you. We were on a routine survey in the Jenolan Dyson sphere when something happened. Systems that have been dormant for centuries activated. The energy readings were off the scale. Then a flash and... My nav computer claims we're in the Delta Quadrant. If that's right, this entire Dyson sphere somehow moved itself more than 50,000 light years from its previous position. Since then, we've been stuck. I would have taken Voyager's path back home if we could get out of the sphere. The doors were locked tight and the gateway powered down as soon as we arrived.
The sphere did move, but we can help you return home.
Glad to have the help. Supplies are running low. But what was that ship that just passed us? Shares some signs of Voth tech, but our databanks don't have anything like that.
You flash people and you end up in the Delta Quadrant. Yeah. Things happen involving the Voth and the Solanae Dyson sphere, Captain.
Another Dyson sphere?
Yes.
It's taken us 40 years to study this one, and we're not even close to understanding it. And if that ship was Voth, it would explain why they ignored our hails. They came in with their weapons armed and then simply stopped. Didn't see us as a threat. The ship set course for the sealed door and is just sitting there. They're ignoring us. I promised my crew we'd get home. If you could send over a team with some spare components, I can get this ship ready to travel.
We'll transport over a few of our engineers to help.
I have extensive experience with the Voth. While they are arrogant, it is not like them to completely ignore a potential threat. It may be that they sense a greater danger. I suggest we approach and attempt to hail them. Voyager found that some Voth were open to negotiation. We should make every attempt to find a peaceful solution.
Plot a course for the Voth ship. I gotta grab... actually, give me a moment. I need to grab something to throw behind me here. Believe me, very comfy chair. If I'm playing with a controller or something, I could just sit back and so forth. But with the keyboard and everything, I have to lean forward, so it makes it a little bit uncomfortable. So give me a moment. That's better.
Warning, ship is under attack.
We just held them and they throw a tractor beam on me? Rude.
The Voth are moving towards the door.
Tuvok?
Your query will have to wait, Doctor. Shields are down and we... You're not... You're not Cooper.
The weak shall perish.
What a twist!
Captain, the Undine outside of the sphere are powering weapons. The mammalian ship is still disabled.
Arm all weapons. We will destroy the creatures and then return for the mammals.
Well, that special effect certainly didn't age well.
I am unharmed, but we are in danger. We are deep within the Delta Quadrant, right where Cooper wanted us. We do not know how long this infiltrator has impersonated Cooper, or the extent of what he has done. However, I am quite familiar with the tactics of Species 8472. We will repel the Undine and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat.
Funny, dude.
Finally, a worthy adversary for my new ship.
Tuvok, frustrated. You were so easy to manipulate.
I do not get angry. I rectify my mistakes. More ships are approaching. This vessel cannot defeat them alone.
This ship can take it.
I have experience with the Undine. You do not. They are extremely dangerous.
You might just want to be a dick about it.
The Lisette is here to provide any assistance you require.
Three Undine battleships inbound. Many have tried before you. All have failed.
We hold here.
The Enterprise is here. It'll never be over. Great.
Good to see you. We would have arrived sooner, but there was a Voth fleet in the way.
Oh, at least you made it.
Congratulations on a successful mission. Now the Romulan Republic will take over. We'll set up a command center for further operations. I'm sure.
Alright, Iceman. Have fun carrying thumbs. Aren't we supposed to be allies? What gives you the authority to take control?
Neither the Republic nor the Klingon Empire has any authority in this sphere. This sphere was discovered by the crew of the USS Jenolan, a Starfleet vessel. It was mapped by the USS Enterprise D, a Starfleet vessel. Since then, it has been studied and claimed by the United Federation of Planets. We will be the ones who determine what happens here. No one else.
What gives the Federation authority to claim something they didn't create?
We've worked with the Alliance in the Solanae sphere because that was the best option. But this sphere, no matter its location, has been under Federation control for 4 decades. If you want to study the sphere, we can open negotiations. But the current state of war makes that a less than optimal option. Until then, I will defend the Federation's claim if I must.
I accept the challenge. Do your worst.
Fighting over this sphere is not an option. It would divide our strength. Precisely what would benefit the Undine. The Voth chose to fight instead of cooperate. They were destroyed. We can choose not to be enemies. It is time we did so.
I'm not going to play, not decided. Yeah, alright, Ice. In other words, just sit back and laugh at the many times Thumbs does something odd, which is all the time.
This matter is far from settled. We cannot simply put aside territorial claims because someone else wants what we have. However, I will consult with Sub-Commander Cole and Starfleet Command to discuss the situation.
What the heck exploded? Very well, and you, Captain Jirok?
The Romulan Republic will continue to take responsibility for areas within our jurisdiction, but I do not wish to cause a rift in what has been a successful joint action. However, I will not be put in a position where I must choose between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. We have agreements on both sides that must be honored. Sub-Commander Cole can handle the details. I am a ship captain, not an administrator.
Cooper's departure has lifted the miasma in my mind, an affliction that I did not even realize was there. He was influencing me. He used the psychic abilities of the Undine to influence my thoughts, and the results are an effect of my failure. I should have been able to detect his influence.
We must look forward. What next?
We have fulfilled our mission to neutralize the jump capabilities of the Solanae sphere. only to open up a gateway that the Undine can now use to reach our space. They will no longer have to create rifts from fluidic space. Was this Cooper's plan all along? I suggest we return to Subcommander Cole. We must attempt to save the fragile peace of the Alliance.
The sphere is under Federation control. This sphere is only accessible through an Alliance-controlled gateway.
Then perhaps it is time to end this alliance.
This is neither the time nor the place for this.
Commander Jarrok is correct. The Undine are a threat to us all. Now they have direct access to our space. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy. I volunteer to mediate these talks. Dr. Cooper manipulated me to achieve his goals. It is only logical that I take responsibility for what has happened here.
Very well, Vulcan. We will finish this later.
Yeah. Diplomacy. In space! I could not have anticipated all of this. I feel for Admiral Tuvok, but I was fooled by Cooper's disguise as well. Tuvok and I will begin working on the next steps. We need to get everyone to sit down together and discuss what we should do before we start shooting at one another. I will contact you for your assistance when we have concrete plans. You can rest assured we will need your help on this.
The treacherous Cha'ula has requested to speak before the High Cap. Heed the call of the warrior.
As far as that goes, we will not be jumping ahead in the story with this character. Yeah, buddy. We are here. The Undine have started to invade the Dyson Sphere. They have employed massive planet killers to destroy the Voth that were previously engaging in the Voth Zone. Now the Undine have taken full control of a portion of the sphere and are seeking to destroy it. The Alliance has set Admiral Charles Rex to lead the charge against the Undine. He could use your help if you could spare it. Alright. As we head off to our next destination. Yes. Funny enough, leaving that mission kicks me all the way back over towards Earth. It's weird. So, in other news, I'm trying to figure out what the best approach for Animal Crossing is at this point. Yes, I know about the turnip farming and trying to like buy low, sell high on the turnips. But I know exactly how many bells I need to actually fully pay off the, fully upgrade and pay off the house. Question is, I can easily put up like 50 to 75,000 bells a day. Whoops. Yeah. We could use some help in the Undine battle zone. Right. So we're heading out here to do things.
Captain, you are in the Undine battle zone.
She is standing through her chair.
Our goal is to close fluidic rifts to destroy Undine planet killers. Here is our plan. This is a map of the battle zone. We have 3 different methods of closing the rifts. When a rift is open, the area is red. When we close a rift, it will change to blue. Closing rifts advances our progress, shown by this meter. When it is full, we can launch our attack on the planet killers. We must defeat at least one planet killer for the operation to be considered a success.
Good luck.
Everybody got that? The planet killers are active. We need all available ships to begin the assault. Beware that the planet killer only has a vulnerable spot, its mouth. Focus all your attacks there. The fight in the Undine battle zone is going to last for a long time. Admiral Rex is going to need all the help he can get to push the Undine back and out of the sphere.
It is good to see you.
We need our best captains to work in teams in special task force operations. These are difficult missions that require a skilled team to work together. Come see me at Deep Space Nine and I will give you the information about task force operations. We need the help of our most skilled commanders.
Do you have any questions?
No questions. Oh. Over here.
The Planet Killer has been destroyed. All 3 Planet Killers have been destroyed. Excellent work.
Well, at least we get to throw down in a fight at the very least.
The Undine will return, but we have... Belay that. There is a massive Voth fleet inbound. All ships, return to the staging area. We must prepare for the Voth.
Destroy all the primates. This sphere will belong to us.
Right on. Dorito. Okay, a couple more waves. explosions. The Dreadnought should spawn. We can knock out 2, that actually helps a bit. I need to cut on the second fan, it's a little bit warm. Right. Another Dreadnought did spawn in, but I was facing the wrong direction.
The Voth are retreating.
Alright. Let's swing by Deep Space Nine. Anyway, stop off at the tailor. A little fudging around with the uniforms and stuff. Yeah. I will dock at DS9. Oops, nope, wrong room. Omega Force.
The Chancellor informs me that you are prepared to serve as the member of the Honor Guard. I wanted to see for myself whether you are worthy. I have ties on both sides of the war, so I understand how difficult it has been for the Federation and the Empire. However, I think some things are more important than our disagreements, and fortunately, the Chancellor agrees. That's why I have been tasked with leading the fight against the Borg. We are the thin line that separates the Empire from ruination. It is our job to take on the most impossible tasks and make them possible. Special task forces aren't for everyone, but the rewards for those who can complete them are worth the effort. From what I hear, you and your ship are more than up to the task. Completing my missions won't be easy, but I and my officers will do all I can to help you.
Won't be much help, would he?
The finest weapons and armor that the Alpha Quadrant has to offer. You will be able to outfit your ship with equipment that will make you the envy of your fellow officers. Even special personnel or resources will be available to you. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Right. Alright, so we need to find the tailor shop, which is right. Garrick's Clothes. Or is it set? Or is that a G or? It's let's modify our big old going here. Having him running around in a suit is awesome, but I don't like how that clips. Feet. Give him a harder edge look there. Funny how that shading seems off. Alright, but at the very least... Let's. Attack high. Right. Just fudging around with some attires and stuff. Alright. Our next mission basically wraps up the Solanae Dyson Sphere arc. Recent events have underscored the threat posed by the Undine. The native species of fluidic space, these aliens have infiltrated galactic powers, including the Federation, by using their shape-shifting and telepathic abilities. In an attempt to form a united front against this threat, I have called a summit to discuss the means by which the various governments of the Alpha and Beta Quadrants can detect and neutralize the Undine presence. The location for the talks will be the Jenolan Dyson Sphere. Control of the site is currently under dispute by the Federation, the Klingon Empire, and the Romulan Republic. However, I believe that access to the field should be a secondary concern to the threat of the Undine. Your experience in the field may prove to be to provide a valuable perspective, as well as a moderating influence. Please attend as a representative of the Federation. Except I represent the Klingon Empire. Alright. Big action-y mission happening now. Do 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 do.
Last time on Star Trek Online.
We are fighting a war on multiple fronts. We have to consider the Borg, the Undine, and the Romulans, as well as the Klingons.
I see now my deception has been exposed. Starfleet has lost too many ships and too many good men and women to a fight we now know was caused by Iconian and Undine influence.
Is that
an Iconian gateway? Yes, I believe it is.
Into the gateway, now!
Are all those markers Iconian?
Granted, a lot of this is seen from the Federation perspective.
The monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. We are within the Solanae Dyson Sphere, a spherical structure built around a star.
We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of Omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space.
It now appears that the Jenolan Sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solanae and moved to this location.
You're not Cooper.
We will repel the Undine and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of the renewed threat. The Undine are a threat to us all. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy.
Yeah, those old those uniforms.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. I will admit that I did not expect to be here with Voyager again. It is agreeable.
He says that
Thank
now.
Thank you for agreeing to attend this conference and supporting my position on the Undine. However, reaching a consensus today will be difficult. Many different agendas will be represented here today. I will speak to you in person shortly. Tuvok out.
Welcome to the Jenolan Dyson Sphere. Please beam down to these coordinates.
It is good to see a fellow warrior of your stature. While I find the Federation's insistence on conferences and committees to be tiresome, at least we're here and might be able to finally accomplish something. I expect this will be a boring affair punctuated by a great deal of posturing. The sooner it is over with, the sooner we can return to defending the Empire.
Alright, lead on, Captain. Man, Corwin's makeover with the Klingon update has just been great. Really, just like a lot more of the finer details being added.
I am gratified to see the Klingon Empire recognizes the importance of this conference. It is time that we reached an equitable position with regard to the threat posed by the Undine. I would recommend assisting your ambassador while we complete our final preparations. The talks will begin shortly.
Right. Ambassador?
The Federation is too busy with bureaucracy to begin promptly. How typical. Consider this an opportunity to see to the Empire's interests in this venue.
What does the Empire require?
Talk to the other delegates and intimidate the other attendees in order to ensure they take the Klingon commitment to this war seriously.
Right?
Take this opportunity to look for distinctive devices and scan Jenolan Sphere technology.
Uh-huh. Do-do-do-do. Alright. Those are all scanned.
I have to say, I'm quite surprised at how smoothly this conference is proceeding. We've all been here for some time and not a single gunfight has broken out. How encouraging. This conference may represent a new opportunity for the people of 3 quadrants.
It is unlikely the Cardassian Union has much to contribute. Even the Bajorans were ultimately too much for a challenge for your military.
An interesting opinion. And tell me, how is your quarrel with the Federation going? I don't seem to recall seeing the Imperial Klingon standard flying over the ruins of Starfleet Command the last time I visited Earth. It's true, Cardassia has suffered some reversals in the past. That said, the warrior who considers us defeated is a foolish warrior indeed.
As you say, strength in numbers won the Dominion War, and it can work again when the Undine challenge us. So, very different dialogue there. No acknowledgement that... But normally, on the normal playthrough, Federation-aligned characters, you end up having to settle an argument between Garrick and the Bajoran ambassador.
This conference could be an excellent opportunity for profit. If the Federation, the Klingons, and the Romulans can all agree on something, it could open the door to new trade agreements, shipping routes, and technology deals.
Just remember that in the event of war, the Klingon Empire may be forced only to honor its commitment to other warriors.
What's that supposed to mean exactly?
If this conference fails, the likelihood of open conflict increases. If your ships aren't prepared to fight, then they need to stay out of the way.
The preliminary tasks are complete. You should speak with Admiral Tuvok again.
The delegates have all arrived. The presentation will begin shortly. You have some time to familiarize yourself with the other ambassadors and their positions. I suggest that you do so.
The Xindi are here to support Admiral Tuvok's call for cooperation. We know what tragedies befall a people who are being manipulated by outsiders, as we once were. The Undine's lies and manipulation remind us of the Sphere Builders, whose deceptions led us to make one of the greatest mistakes in our history. There are 5 races on my world. We all know reaching a consensus can be difficult, but the Xindi are living proof that if we put aside animosity, our differences can make us stronger.
Thank you.
The Federation's position is quite clear. We believe the only way to safeguard the future of the Alpha and Beta Quadrants is for all the galactic powers to behave as reasonable entities and work together to oppose those who would threaten our worlds. It doesn't matter if that threat comes from the Undine, the Borg, or the Iconians. The response is the same.
That was unexpectedly brief. And so the Shugahara's makeover as part of the big update actually carries over, which is cool. I like it.
I can already see this will be a most tedious event. If you have any influence whatsoever with any of the other delegates, be sure to underscore the fact that the Klingon Empire will consider anyone who does not act against the shapeshifter threat as a co-belligerent.
Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you for greeting me. I'm always pleased to meet with our allies in the Klingon Empire. I trust that the Republic will be able to take a leadership role in studying this sphere. The extensive knowledge we've gained from the Solanae sphere should give us an advantage here. And, after all, the gateway that leads to both of these spheres is in Republic space.
That's not the only thing we need to decide here. What about the Undine?
Yes, the Undine. Very interesting. My security advisors have been looking over the data, and we are all very curious to hear what you and Admiral Tuvok have to say on the matter.
Yeah, there's a podium set aside for the Romulan delegation.
You've spoken
hey,
with
Bob.
Representatives of all of the delegations.
Thanks for the host, sir. And we got the commands and stuff working again, so this time I can give you a proper shout out. Bob does various gaming, folks, for anybody that's lurking and stuff, Bible studies and so forth. Be sure to drop him a follow, check him out. Alright, thanks for the lurk, Bobby.
We are almost ready to begin. Will you complete the final preparations for the conference while I speak to Captain Sean? After that, your assistance in encouraging everyone to take their seats would be appreciated. I must join the Federation delegation.
Understood. I'll finish doing the work that you started. I didn't tell people to sit the down. Alright. Who's not going to their seats? You.
Ah, it seems the time has come at last. Thank you for the reminder.
You're welcome. Now sit down. You, sit down.
I was just going. Don't rush me.
I shall rush you. You shall be rushed. You shall be pushed over there.
Oh! Yes, I will take my seat.
Yes, you will. Move it. Move it, move it, move it. You, sit down.
I suppose we can begin.
You can start the presentation from the control console.
The Undine represent a clear and present danger to not only the Federation, but also the Klingon Empire and Romulan Republic. The damage done here by a mere handful of ships is clear evidence for the need for cooperation.
With respect, Admiral, the Romulan Republic is quite capable of leading exploration and security measures here, just as we have led efforts to secure the Solanae sphere. My militia...
I find it interesting that the Federation suddenly has concerns about the Undine now. Where was the Federation when the Empire discovered Undine infiltrators in the Alpha Quadrant? Or is the Federation only interested now the Undine threatens something you want?
Given the exceptionally complicated nature of such...
Ambassador, given what we now know, that was a mistake. The Empire recognized the Undine threat years ago. We didn't.
You admit you are wrong?
Shocking!
The evidence provided by Admiral Tuvok and his team is sound.
Thank you, Captain Sean. However, dwelling on past mistakes will not solve the problems of the present.
Our fleet stands ready to protect both spheres from the Undine.
The Undine can wait. We have more important business to discuss. Who owns this sphere? I represent a consortium of businessmen on Ferenginar. We are prepared to invest significant venture capital into transforming this sphere into a vacation destination to rival Risa. I have a proposal of $500,000 of... What's that?
Tuvok to Voyager. Report.
A massive fleet of Undine vessels just appeared from a rift. They're setting a course for the gateway.
The Undine. What do they want?
War.
Unknown. Jirok to Lisette. Track their course.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. We're receiving a distress signal from Earth Space Dock.
Sean to Federation Fleet. Red alert. Prepare for immediate departure.
The Federation is our enemy, but the Undine attack like assassins in the night.
We will crush the Kamikuv!
Right.
A significant Undine force is headed for the Sol system. Although our people are no longer allies, will you sit idly by while others fight against the Undine?
Yes.
They must be stopped.
Yes, we'll sit idly by. Alright. Beam up and follow the Undine to Earth.
Species 8472 has already boarded Earth Space Dock. Once we are through the gateway, we must render assistance as soon as possible.
Anything about having a Cardassian and a Cardassian ship, it's a different ship in a lot of these cutscenes.
I am picking up several distress calls from across the system. Curious. There are fewer Undine vessels than we witnessed using the gateway.
What's the word from Starfleet Command?
Negative. The subspace relay booster network appears to be offline. I am reading Undine ships attacking Earth Space Dock, as well as attacks on the lunar colonies and the orbital habitat on the far side of Earth.
We need to split our forces if we're going to stop the Undine in multiple locations.
Agreed. Enterprise will clear the area around the lunar colonies.
We'll head for Earth Space Dock.
Fine. Jirok and I will clear the far side of the planet.
Good hunting.
Enterprise will set course for Luna.
The Bortescue and Lisette will lead the fight on the far side of Earth.
My ship is operational. We will fall in and help you make a drive for the space dock.
Earth is one of the most secure planets in the
You know what? Considering how many times Earth has been attacked, we can't really say that Earth Space Dock is the most secure place in the Federation. It's far from it.
Sol will not be safe as long as Species 8472 vessels remain in the system. Earth's space dock is taking severe structural damage.
What else is new?
Undines are still present. Our work here
not hurry. Earth space dock may be destroyed.
Well, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Station's taking too many hits. We have to hurry. There's still enemies.
There are still Undine ships in the system. We must eliminate them.
I mistimed that badly.
Tethys Dreadnought, inbound.
No match for Klingon warriors.
Lunar colony secure.
We will put an end to this together.
Gotta love it when I lose focus.
Integrity below 75%.
Is that a Klingon transponder signal? As if this could get any worse.
Technically, it's a
There are
Cardassian
Undine
one.
hunting parties on Earth space dock. We're fighting them, but if you're willing to help, we could use it.
You expect us to help?
The Federation has no right to your assistance, but I am requesting it anyway. You have fought the Undine. They are enemies of the Empire. Do you want to let them win now?
Do you think me a fool?
Go. Show them how a real warrior fights. The Empire will spill the blood of every one of those foul shapeshifters. And if our blades save helpless Starfleet officers from oblivion, so be it. Don't let an Undine leave this system alive!
The boarding parties on
Well.
Earth space dock should be our main concern. The Undine
I don't like how antagonistic certain things can be.
valuable data and capture ranking officers. We cannot afford to allow them to succeed. I am prepared to beam down immediately. Your assistance will greatly improve our chances of success.
Alright, let's beam on down. Oh boy. Oh, that reminds me. Friday's stream will be starting early. We're doing another Pokemon Shield stream. I didn't do any off thing grinding with it, so this week I focused a lot more on Animal Crossing off stream. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow.
Earth's space dock has sustained severe damage from multiple Undine boarding parties. We must locate Admiral Quinn.
This is what ESD used to look like.
The most expedient path to the Admiral's office is through those doors. Our mission objectives are clear. We must ascertain the whereabouts of Admiral Quinn and expel all Undine boarders. Teams from other ships have beamed to lower decks here on the station. While your fleet's willingness to assist the Federation is unexpected, having Klingon warriors on our side will give us an advantage.
Uh-huh. But I'm a Cardassian. You can't tell by looking at me.
Everything hurts. Ugh. What? Who? Admiral Tuvok. And I don't think you're supposed to be here. What's happening?
What happened here?
I don't... What? The windows. They came through the windows, walking on the hull. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Earth is supposed to be safe.
He seems very rattled. What do we do?
Indeed. I can initiate a mind meld. It will calm him, and I will be able to learn what he knows about the attack. This is not normally something I would suggest, but I believe that in this instance it is necessary.
Do what you need to do. I'll keep watch.
My mind to your mind. My thoughts to your thoughts.
Roadhouse.
I'm feeling better now. Thank you. The Undine, yes. They just appeared in close orbit. We were taken by surprise and none of the defense systems worked. I don't know why. They've been killing people. I don't know what they want, but they've been systematic about their attacks. They want something.
Pull it together, man. You have a duty to the station.
There is more going on with these boarding parties than mere phaser fire. There are more Starfleet officers fighting nearby.
Good. More battle. The Undine will fall.
We need to manually... We need to manually activate the fire suppression systems.
I see the panel.
Earth's space dock would be a quiet assignment.
He was 2 days away from retirement.
Be cautious. There are more Undine nearby.
Right on. Pick up the things.
Admiral Tuvok, I'm gonna help hold this position. I'm not much of a soldier, but I can make repairs and help keep this area clear of Undine. I hope Admiral Quinn is okay. He was on comms a few minutes ago, but the transmission was cut off.
Very well, we'll find the Admiral.
Be cautious. There are more Undine nearby.
I'll stay here. Good luck.
Moving onward.
Admiral Quinn.
There was supposed to be some dialogue or something there. Not sure what happened, but oh well. Roadhouse. Alright, Tuvok, what now?
The Empire tried to warn us about the Undine, but it is clear now that the Federation had already been infiltrated. They convinced us to dismiss the threat. It was an error for which we will pay dearly.
Yes, you will.
Admiral Quinn is not here. He may be alive elsewhere on the station. The logical course of action amid so much chaos would be to re-establish the chain of command.
And how do you get anyone to listen to us, Vulcan?
Perhaps we can establish more reliable communications by directly linking to the Starbase's internal systems. The consoles here can be used for that purpose. Make the attempt. I will keep watch for more Undine.
Huh, an honorable trade. I will link to internal comms.
I will cover you.
Oh, the console's over here.
Who is this? Communications are damaged.
One moment.
This is Admiral Quinn.
The Federation needs to work on its security.
Admiral, what is your status?
I'm pinned down in my office with Egan. We've been trying to get internal comms and sensors working. What's your status?
The officers are putting up a worthy fight.
The Undine boarding parties appear to have some goal in mind, but we are unsure as to what it might be. Admiral, I suggest you hold your position. We will make our way to you.
Dundee will not stand against us.
Stay alert for more imposters. Ambush.
Yes, we ambushed them.
There are still more Undine on the station. I can feel their anger.
Roadhouse.
The way is blocked. There may be an alternate route on the upper deck.
Helps if I don't step into the hole.
Admiral Quinn and Commander Egan are below. The Admiral appears to require medical treatment. It is agreeable to see you, Admiral.
Gwyn is dazed, but he does not appear to be injured. Rest, Admiral. I will finish the battle. Wait, where'd they come down from?
Thank you. Now, maybe we should... Commander Egan!
Is something wrong?
Egg? Where are you going?
One moment, Admiral.
Intriguing. The amount of resistance Starfleet has offered is unexpected. That being said...
The weak will perish! And you are weak.
He is tapping into the bioship's power matrix.
Uh-huh. Cracking eggs, taking names.
Egan was an Undine?
Yes, he
That
was.
would explain what happened to our defense grid. He would have known they were coming, and had ample opportunity to sabotage us. Damn, I didn't see that coming.
You were fooled. That is what the Undine do. What now?
Egan. It's hard to believe. He attacked me mentally, led everyone into a trap. I couldn't stop him. We have much to consider. There may be... Tuvok! What's going on? Tuvok!
One Vok.
Can you hear me?
Three Vok.
Tuvok! Hello, Tuvok.
Yeah, this long day.
Egan was too weak. He spent too much time among humans. He served his purpose, and you will be far too late.
Too late for what?
Your quadrant will fall. The weak will perish. This dimension will be cleansed, purified of infestation. Your efforts are meaningless. I know your thoughts, Tuvok.
Indeed, Doctor. But I have taken advantage of this connection to look into your mind as well.
What?
I understand now what your plans are. You will not succeed.
You can't stop us.
They finally remixed the audio on that.
Admiral Tuvok! Admiral!
Diversion. This was all a diversion.
What do you mean?
Kronos. Their real target is Kronos.
And thanks for the lurk, Bob. Captain Gordon, come in. Yep.
Come. Kronos will need every available ship. You helped defend the heart of the Federation. Now we must do the same for your empire.
Orak, one to beam up, laying course for Kronos. Maximum warp.
We have arrived in the Kronos system. At this time, the ruins of Praxis are concealing our arrival from the Undine. The Klingon homeworld defense fleet has engaged the bulk of the Undine forces, but they appear to be taking heavy casualties.
Starfleet sends one ship, and it's a broken-down relic that belongs in a museum. Obviously, we will get no help from Starfleet. Come! There will be glory enough for both of us!
Reinforcements are on the way.
The Romulans have promised additional aid, as has Starfleet Command. The Enterprise is contacting all available ships and...
Meaningless words. Our warriors are ready to do battle here and now. We will not wait for the Federation to make a committee and take a vote on whether or not the Undine are a threat.
We will defend Kronos until our final breath. Battle stations. Go.
That was only a small force. The rest of the Undine fleet will not be so easily defeated.
Are you afraid, Vulcan?
The Romulan Republic has made commitments to its allies. We are here to honor them.
Captain Corwin makes a good point. Again, she makes a good point.
The tide may turn against us.
We are at a distinct
this
tactical
will be our
disadvantage.
day of glory.
Target's shield has failed.
Think of it as an increase in your opportunities to die with honor.
My apologies for being late.
Just one more ship?
Not exactly. We brought a few friends.
This is Batak. I'm taking command of the fleet. Follow my lead. Shoot to kill. Ooh. Well, ramming speed works. Need to hit it with everything.
To secure the shipyard, we'll drive them back to fleet space.
Need to. Let's lay all the firepower down on it. There we go. We must push forward to the shipyards. Damn. This has certainly escalated.
What is that thing?
The Undine have brought a large craft through a quantum singularity.
They're powering up weapons.
The Undine have a new planet killer.
Target that ship and fire all weapons.
They really need to go and
No effect.
edit
They're
this
too
cutscene. The bridge is wrong for Voyager. No special effects scene there.
Voyager has one nanite torpedo remaining from her time in the Delta Quadrant. Such devices proved effective against the Undine in the past. Tactical. Fire when ready.
No torpedo fired.
They took some damage, but the planet killer can still fire. I can get the Aquarius into firing position above her and exploit the opening in her shields, but someone will need to keep the Undine distracted.
Guess that will be me.
The Aquarius is beginning its attack run.
Sean's attacking that planet killer on his own? He'd sacrifice his ship? His life?
We must assist Captain Sean. Do not let his act be in vain.
Oh. Okay, weird. I don't even know what the hell happened there.
Weapons are offline. This is our only chance. Setting the Aquarius on a collision course.
Acknowledged. Do we have Sean's coordinates?
Getting locked now, sir.
Yay, he did it! And that
He did it, sir.
really needs some fine-tuning on that cutscene.
Tuvok to Allied fleet. Stand down. The Undine are retreating. Captain Sean.
Transporter room. Did you get him?
We have...
Captain Sean to Admiral Tuvok. Permission to come aboard?
They really need to go back and redo that entire thing.
Is signaling that they wish to speak with you directly.
I mean, the Voyagers,
Prepared for transport to the first
the Voyager bridge layout, ship interior, and everything was added like several months after this mission initially came out. So one would assume they would actually go and fix a lot of these issues, but oh well. Beam to Kronos. As we wait That's right. Because of all the recent updates and improvements to how the Klingons look, that obviously took a while for it to upload.
There are many here who have seen the danger Species 8472 presents with their own eyes for the first time. Thank you for your assistance in protecting both Earth and Kronos from the Undine. However, one thing I have learned from your empire is that battle can have benefits. Today's fight opened the door to what may be a lasting peace between the Federation and your empire. Now we must have the courage to compromise for the greater good.
The greater
In its
good.
Way, that can be more difficult than waging war. The formalities will begin soon. Until then, I must take the time to speak to others who were instrumental in the success of this mission.
We face great threats, but we will also celebrate great victories. Let's see.
You have gained much honor and glory today. However, I now see Worf was correct. There is honor in the Federation as well. The time for our battle against Starfleet has passed. We should turn our blades toward the real enemy. I remember you from the Gateway activation. You fought well today. May our meetings on the battlefield always be as glorious.
Kind of weird that she... Oh well. Worf got a new look. I like it.
I served in Starfleet, and now I serve the Empire. There are many on both sides of the current conflict for whom I have deep respect. I see this as an opportunity. We may find we have more in common than we realize.
Yeah, Worf got rid of the white robes. A little bit more dignified. I like it. Who else should we talk to?
I admit I did not expect the Federation to act with such honor. I do not know what the final decision of the High Council will be, but rest assured that the Undine will pay. We will hunt down every last Kameku and destroy them for what they have done here today.
They will pay with their blood.
The Gorn have come to respect the Federation. We will abide by any decision the High Council makes. But I have advised the Chancellor that we support a permanent ceasefire. Undine infiltrators took my people to the brink of destruction. I will stand with anyone who opposes the Undine.
Yeah, makes sense from the Gorn.
That was a close one. But I'm fortunate Voyager transported me off the ship at the last second. Still, it would have been a good death.
Yes, and too soon for the Enterprise to change captains.
Thank you for your assistance during the attack on Earth. You acted with true honor, and I am grateful we were able to offer some aid to Kronos in return.
Yes, just some.
Your homeworld is safe. I'm glad the Lisette was here to fight
Homeworld.
by your side. I just wish my father could see all of us working together toward a common goal. This is the future he dreamed of.
Oh boy. You know, there are some missions where they actually recognize what species you are. This isn't one of them.
Our people come from a culture of deception and division. We've rejected our past in favor of open alliances. Perhaps it's time for the Federation and the Empire to set aside their past as well. We would welcome a ceasefire between our allies.
Thank you, Pro Council. But it isn't just the percentages here where you can actually talk to everyone.
The 5 races of the Xindi once tried to exterminate humanity. But Through the efforts of a few people who were willing to change, we put aside our weapons and worked through our differences. Now, we are members of the Federation. Peace came with great difficulty, but that is the way of most things worth having. The Undine are here, and they're spreading lies and dividing us from within. Now, more than ever, we need to set aside our animosities and work together for the greater good.
The greater good. Where is Chancellor Yimpok? Okay.
Kapla! I see now why you are known as one of the greatest warriors of our age.
Granted, I'm a Cardassian that's kind of went rogue, and still, that says a lot about the rest of the Empire now, doesn't it?
Many fine warriors have earned their places in Sto-vo-kor today. They died with honor, fighting one of our most formidable enemies. The Undine brought the battle to our very threshold. The fine warriors standing before me pushed them back. Let us honor our sacrifices and our accomplishments by ending...
So, you are the heroes of the Milky Way. You have come further than we expected. But still you chase our shadows.
We are not here to impress you, demon!
I am.
We stand united, and there is no one who can...
We give you a single warning to not attract our attention again.
That was the reason we need to work together.
It's
time
a reason
for our feud to end.
Agreed. From this day forward, all hostilities between the Empire and the Federation will cease.
The Iconians use servitor races and other species to do their fighting for them. Species 8472 has been an unknowing catspaw of the Iconians for some time. This time, however, the Undine were defeated, and it was our combined strength that allowed us to prevail. Thousands of years ago, the Iconians were defeated by an alliance of races. I predict their ultimate aim has been to prevent such an alliance from happening again.
But the conflict between the Federation and the Empire is over.
There have been periods in our combined history when the Federation and the Empire have not been at war, but they have not been allies either. This may be the beginning of such a time. It will be up to us to determine what happens next. With time, we may even restore the alliance that came out of the Khitomer Accords.
What happens now?
Voyager will return to the Delta Quadrant. There is much to do there, and the Jenolan Sphere will need to be protected from further Undine assaults. I am sure I will see you again. You have been a worthy ally, and your wisdom and courage will be called upon in the days ahead. Until then, live long and prosper.
Until next week, Admiral Tuvok, Borak 1 to beam up. Not since the Dominion War have we seen such valor. These events will resonate throughout history as one of the great battles of our time. You have not only saved the Klingon Empire, you have opened up the eyes of the Federation. You have brought honor to yourself and your house, and revealed the honor of an enemy. No greater deeds may be recorded in the record of battle. Surely your deeds will be without number, for Sto-vo-kor is terrified of your coming. And when we finally bring the battle to the Iconians, they too shall tremble.
Serve.
Alrighty. We're on the ship's front. Oh, okay. We've actually maxed this ship out. You know what? I think we'll go... the nearest shipyard... Yeah. You know what? We are actually going to swap out our ships. The Borak has basically been our ship since I bothered to pay for it. Alright, go to the shipyard. I should have another Cardassian vessel ready to go, or at least to swap to. I do. Oddly enough, it's called the Finland. All right. At the very least, I can gear this ship up with stuff from the inventory. What else we got here? That's Going straight beam loadout. Basically, anything that ends up in front of me is gonna get freaking pulverized. That's... There is no doubt about that. Okay, I can do that. All right. Can get rid of that. Let's see. Anything else there? We can get rid of that. All right. All right, stations. What stations we got here? Alright, that's engineering with intelligence. I think that's 3 of 9 that actually has that. Yeah. And Lita also has Ensign Universe. Oh, Lita does not have that. Okay. Lieutenant Commander Tactical. Alright. That gives me roughly about the same thing. I need... Let's see, do I have... What's a tier 3 tactical ability? Attack pattern Omega. Skills, Lita, default space. There we go. Alright, let's beam up to the ship. For a tactical officer, we're flying what's essentially going to be, this will be the ship going forward for the next several weeks. It's basically a cruiser. Here it is. Should be able to take more of a pounding than the previous ship. We need to oh, okay. These things are over here. Okay. So the good news is this ship has some versatility to it. It can launch fighters. Which makes it... And it can deploy a torpedo platform. Okay. So this ship definitely has... some things that can definitely work in our favor. Of course, this is assuming everything goes right. I think that's... I think that is... Oh, do I have anything... Wait, I have 2 engineering teams. Alright. Alright, so we got that going for us. So we got a new vessel, and we are going to... We're going to put her through her paces. We're going to see what... how quickly we can adapt to it. As well as get one more set of these set aside. La 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 la. All right. I'm really not keen on doing just serve cold. Let's do a quick patrol. See how this ship breaks in.
Those Starfleet ships won't last much longer against that Mokai force. Let's join the fight before it's too late.
A true Klingon does not abandon allies. We are ready to fight, although we are Cardassians. What the hell?
Enterprise, this is Zendaya Base. Get clear!
Rear shield failing. Let's fire and disable those Starfleet ships. I want to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, we're going to be exploding soon.
Congratulations, General.
Oh, that saved us. That did not. Wow, this is going to take some...
I've heard from the captains of those Starfleet ships that attacked us. It's not good news. It appears the Mokai infected their computer cores with a virus. To their systems, friends became foes. Let's help them clear the virus from their systems and get them back into the fight. I have a feeling we're going to need all the help we can get here.
Right. Maybe next time they won't shoot me out of the sky. Alright.
This is Commander Sunul on Zendaya Base. We're still clearing the virus from our core systems. We have partial control and should restore full ops soon. Our long-range sensors are picking up numerous signals at high warp, House Mokai, and Starfleet.
More trouble.
That's not the half of it. Those ships are all coming in on the same approach vector. I'd say it's a fair bet those Starfleet ships are under Mokai control. Stay sharp out there. This could be another rough fight.
Here they come, and they're locked and loaded. Those aren't Mokai ships. Those are rebels from other Klingon houses.
Well, we didn't explode this time, which is good.
More virus-controlled ships. Let's hope we can get the computers on those ships clear before more enemies come in for the kill.
Right.
We're still trying to get rid of this damn virus. But we have control of most systems, including long-range sensors. We're reading a lot of incoming signals. All Klingon this time.
Those aren't reinforcements.
I doubt it. There's a lot of Mokai warp signatures in the mix. If I were to guess, I'd say all of those ships are hostile.
Here come the Mokai!
Come on. Definitely had to put war power. Might need to rethink this ship. Hey, Pumpkin Panda, how are you? No, it was added when the Dominion was added to the game. It's one of the Cardassian vessels. I just switched to it tonight because as a way to, close things out on a high note, and I'm doing alright. A bit tired, long day.
Heads up! A rebel Klingon fleet just walked in!
Yeah, this ship is definitely being put through her paces tonight. Five front weapons, and it can launch fighters, so it's a semi-carrier.
The virus. We're losing control. Reading massive system failures. All decks! No, stay back. The mains! They're building toward a breach!
Savor your victory while you can.
Yeah.
The field is yours
That's...
for now. But as you're about to see, my reach is long indeed. Your house burns bright, fools. There's still time to make the right choice and rally to the banner of House Mokai. Choose wisely. Or die like these fools.
We've lost containment. All hands. Abandon.
Yeah. Current story arc stuff, which we went through last week. It's a lot of Klingon intrigue.
The virus for a moment trickle of warp core breach. The damage was catastrophic. Looks like a few escape pods were able to eject before the explosion. We'll take care of them.
Yep. And we're already a fifth of the way to the next tier, because patrols definitely give you a way to grind up a ship quickly. I should need that. That increases my turn rate. Yeah. Alright, so alright, so we broke in the Cardassian Intel flight deck carrier. It was basically what it is. There's the specs on it. 5 forward weapons, 3 rear, 5 engineering console slots, and the set. Basically, one thing gives you a spiral wave blast module. The second, the other, and which comes from one of the other vegetables. This gives a torpedo launcher. Yeah, I've never really flown the carrier, so this is kind of like my first real experience with it. So I'm guessing I'm going to need to rethink my console slots. It's like a lot of damage resistance and things. A lot of people did when the Catling the Cation characters were added. A lot of matter of fact, when the Andorian ships were added, a lot of folks created Andorian captains and went with intentionally made like Andorian crews. So a lot of folks definitely did things. So Boolean 2. Let's see, what do I currently have here as we are winding down, because in case you can't tell, it's like Bob Barry even pointed out that I looked. Going back, let's see here, all my characters that I have. Human male, Jem'Hadar male. Jem'Hadar's our only male, so this was Romulan male, Vulcan female, Orion female, Ferengi male, Liberated Borg female, and this is my main. This is my oldest character. Yeah. Thing is, though, I kind of create characters when I want to go through the story arc, because I'm... Yeah. How it goes, and I got 13 character slots remaining, too. Federation Klingons are the two main factions. Romulan Republic, as you may know, you can join either Federation or Klingon side, allied. Next is Agents of Yesterday. It's a sub-faction of Federation. Starts you in the Kirk era, 23rd century. Yeah, so they're literally the era of Captain Kirk of the original series. And then you basically join the Federation in 2409. Jem'Hadar is a sub-faction like the Romulans. At a certain point, you can ally your character with the Federation or the Klingons. And Age of Discovery is the most recent sub-faction. It starts in the era of Star Trek Discovery. And like Agents of Yesterday, brings you forward to the Federation 2409. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. The Klingons were just a glorified PvP faction. Yeah. So they definitely added a lot, and the Klingons certainly have gotten a lot of attention. A lot of remakes. So War Satire is basically, I just saw what it looked like now. He basically has like it's like a gold trim outfit, so it's not that, like that white robe, so it looks a little bit neater. All right. So yeah, but this was a fun stream, even if seemed like I was dozing off at times. So we basically next week we'll be next Thursday Star Trek Online stream will be focused on the early stuff associated with Delta Rising, or as I like to call it, the try to make amends for how much Captain Catherine Janeway pissed off every fucking species in the Delta Quadrant over the course of 7 years of Star Trek Voyager. I mean, there is a reason that some people feel that Janeway should basically have been court-martialed as soon as she got back to Earth instead of being promoted to an admiral. Just saying, I have my opinions on regarding Voyager, in case you can't tell. Tomorrow night, Friday night, so as it's already today, we are doing Pokemon Shield. I think we have 5 badges. I have 3 left, so we're going to see if we can get all 3 of the remaining gym badges tomorrow. I thought we will, because I haven't leveled up my Pokemon at all this week beyond what they were at the end of last week's stream, which was around level 60-ish. So we'll see how that goes. Saturday night, Twitch Sing. Sunday night, Overwatch. Monday night, we'll be back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Monday and Tuesday. And Wednesday, we're either doing Division 2 things with Iceman once again, get me to World Tier 5, or we might do some other things. We don't know about Wednesdays. Wednesdays are fluky, to say the least. But let's see who's on. Who are we going, well, to raid? Show Sheepy was my target, an intended target, but they are offline. They have ended their stream. Refresh. We got Twitch Singers, Call of Duties, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, Sea of Thieves, Grand Theft Autos, Valorant. Looks like Tina Bean just went off, so she's off the table. Griminy. Guess we'll drop in on... Yeah. Tough decisions here. There's no one I know at the moment is streaming Star Trek Online. Guess we'll raid Chun-Tai Lee. She's doing Twitch things, so there you go. So everybody who's been here tonight, thank you very much for the lurk support. Kalanol, Iceman, Bob Bear, Pumpkin Panda, those who chatted for a little bit, greatly appreciate it. Everybody else who lurked, again, thank you very much for just hanging. Y'all have a great night, pleasant tomorrow. If you can't stay tuned for the raid, that would be awesome. Till next time, bye.